Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video, and welcome back to our first build of KidCore. Starting off, we are going to be doing something that is going to help me out a lot, just because I have never attempted this ever before. So yeah, we are going to be working on the entrance. So the entrance, I wanted to do kind of a different take on it. I don't know if people have done this before, but I feel like it will be a cute entrance to KidCore. We are going to be making a playground. I feel like that is in every single KidCore island and is a staple. So I am going to do just that. I'm going to be making a staple right off the bat. Right here, I'm going to make a kind of a rectangle shape. Didn't know what really kind of shape or how big I wanted to go for. So I just started laying down kind of a map of what I wanted to do. So I ended up just doing this to see if it would work out, and I have to fill it all the way in too, of course. But man, you should see all these paths I got. I have downloaded so many paths and looked everywhere just to see kind of if I can use something that kind of works for me. I did end up finding kind of a KidCore, like city core, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different like cores or themes or whatever. It's just it kind of goes with a city theme, so it's going to be kind of like a KidCore city theme aesthetic. I feel like that is going to make me feel more comfortable and make this like kind of series a lot easier for me. So that's definitely what I wanted to do. Finally, now I am finishing up filling in all of this dirt path. I wanted to go for like the lighter dirt. I didn't want to go for anything like too dark. I feel like this one works really well. And then I'm actually going to be using yellow mums, probably yellow mums and white hyacinths. I haven't used those colors really, and I feel like that's going to look really good with like a spring theme, just because I want this to be in the spring. If you watched my last video, you saw I was doing all this in the winter, which was really weird just because I don't really ever do builds besides like my winter core video. So it was really weird doing stuff in the winter. So it feels nice to actually see some green grass here. And what I did, I actually brought this whole thing out by one more, just because I want this build to be pretty big. I didn't want to have the entrance like lacking at all. So I wanted to make it as big as probably I should. I didn't want to go out too far either though, just because I have other ideas in mind and I didn't want to take up all the room. We are using up half the map for KidCore, so we have a lot more room to work with, but still I have a lot of ideas in mind, and I want to make sure I kind of keep everything caged off just a little bit. And as you see here, you can see all the paths that I have, and I'm really excited to actually use them. They are definitely different from what I'm used to, but you can see here I'm actually using some road path, which I am used to, so like sidewalk path and stuff. I would say my strong suit is definitely like city core builds, just because I like that realism, and I feel like you can get that a lot in this game. Just like in Minecraft, I feel like you can do a lot of stuff that makes everything look really realistic, so I like going for that. I'm making a sidewalk path all the way around just to kind of help cage it off for the time being. I will be adding some decorations along here, but I always like to map everything out first before I start building. Because I learned that the hard way, and it doesn't really work out all the time. So I rather have kind of like my blueprints laid out first before I start building. And you see here I'm actually scraping up this dirt because I did decide during this I wanted to put like the sidewalk all the way around it, so you're not just walking into dirt first thing, and I just feel like it looks a lot cleaner. So I went ahead and started placing down my pathing all along the side here, just to fill this in. And plus too, I think it matches up with like the airport a lot better, so there's not like that green gap. I'm fine with the green gap being around the border just because this is a park, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't want it to be. I don't know why I left those two dirt blocks right there. I think while I was building this, I was like, maybe it'll look cool if I left it there. It didn't, so I kicked that right back up. And there is a lot of these sidewalk paths. There's some with like smiley face. There was one with toast on it. I made sure I got the one with toast on it because that is my favorite one. You see there's a flower one and I think a star. but I feel like this is really fitting. I don't really know much about kidcore, but I feel like this looks like, I don't know, it like fits the part a lot, and it looks really good, especially the toast. The toast is so cute. I didn't know what it was at first until I started placing it down like off camera, because I wanted to make sure all these paths look good, and I like kind of like how everything was looking. Right now it just kind of looks like I made a random rectangle with nothing in it. So let's go ahead and start placing down some path and fill this in a little bit more. And I found this green, like it's like a grass path, but it has like yarn and like flowers and stuff in it. I feel like it matches kidcore aesthetic, so I wanted to use it. And a lot of these paths are with the same creator. I'll make sure to leave all of their like codes in like the comment, like the description box below. So if you guys want to use these codes too, go for it. They are really good, especially for this kidcore aesthetic. Now the path I'm going for, I wanted to make it to where it's split. So there's like two entrances going out of the park. I feel like that would be a good way to kind of cover up a lot of ground and just make it look a lot better. There's even like this little blue string there. I just now noticed that, but in a pencil, what the heck? There's so many different like things going on in this path. It seems like kidcore is like kind of everywhere. I watched like a lot of videos to get inspiration from, and that has definitely helped me a lot. And thank God for Pinterest, because Pinterest has helped me so much. I've been kind of taking down some notes to figure out everything I wanted to do, just because I've never done this before, and I've came up with actually a lot of ideas, and hopefully they all fit the aesthetic, because honestly I don't know if they will, but hopefully they will, and everything looks good. And for the lamps or street lamps I'm going to be using these curved ones. I don't know really what else to use, and honestly I really like them, and I feel like they fit the theme very well, so I wanted to make sure I included those. And here is the main centerpiece, is this jungle gym. I got the one that is all different colors because I think it looks the best. And also too, I'm excited for the trees. I never get to use the fruit trees ever, so this playthrough I'll get to use them all, and those are all the trees I will be using. There will be no normal trees. They will all be ones that have fruit on it, and I just think it's cute. And to cover up the playground just a little bit more, or the jungle gym, I did add like some flowers, the yellow mums, just to cover it up, and a toy horse ride. I feel like that's really cute, and I don't get to use those ever too, so it was, I don't know, just fun. And these fruit like little things, I feel like they look like chalk or something, so I wanted to add those too. I feel like that would be really cute even throughout the island, not just for the playground. So I wanted to get some pathing that have some like multi-use in them, so I went ahead and grabbed those. And now the vertical fence. I struggled a long time trying to figure out what type of fence I wanted to use, and I decided I'm gonna be using a lot of different fences, not just vertical fences, but a lot of different ones. I did decide to change up like every single color, just to make it look like it fits the aesthetic of this build. So I used like 3 different color vertical fences, and I feel like it works out really well. It definitely covers up the playground and a lot of that like empty void area that you want to fill up. And I don't know, I think it works and it looks really cute, so I wanted to make sure I added that. And I was conflicted on what I wanted to do for the sides. Just because you're using different colors, the fence doesn't match up, even though it's the same one. So I didn't like how that looked. So I just picked up this apple tree and moved it over to kind of cover up that little space. I used the orange tree instead actually. And I'm doing the same thing over here, but just so it doesn't look like I just copy and pasted this over, I used a utility pole to give it some more height. And then I kicked this up over here and added another tree. And this time I added a peach tree. These fruit trees are so cute, and I'm actually glad I get to use them, and I feel like it adds to this theme so much. And over here I wanted to add like these tire toy things. I got 3 different colors, and I guess they can fit in a playground. I guess I do remember like these growing up, so I guess it is fitting. And also this pear chalk path, just to cover in the brown just a little bit more, and did the same thing over here. I feel like this is looking really good so far. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself, just because this is kind of weird, and I'm really nervous because I want to make sure I give you guys some really good content. And over in the front, I wanted to use one of my favorite items. You guys know me if you watch my videos. I love the fence, and now I get to use it in every single color to make it fit the aesthetic. So I'm excited to do that. So I grabbed every single color, and I'm gonna order more just because I need a lot more, because I probably will be using these a lot throughout of all my builds, and I just really like how it looks. I use one of every color besides like the gray and the silver and stuff, just because it's not colorful enough probably. And in the middle here, since this is a park, I did add a park clock. I feel like it looks really nice there, and it kind of goes with like the city aesthetic I'm going for too. And a yellow fire hydrant, just because it stands out really well. And this bamboo tree, I feel like this is really cute, and it adds a lot of height and color, and I feel like it can be used more than just like Asian cities and stuff. I feel like it can look good in a lot of different places, so I wanted to use that. And I added this toy like tire stack. I just got the colorful one and put it there just to fill in the area, and it wouldn't be a playground without a slide, so I wanted to make sure I added that. And over here on this side, before I head over there, I wanted to add flowers, just to give it some height and to make it look, I don't know, more full. So there are the white hyacinths. I love that I added those. I really feel like they are a good addition and add a lot of color. And over here, I wanted to create a sitting area. It could be for like parents or whatever, or just a hangout spot. So I wanted to add some public benches. I feel like the different colors look good enough, and they kind of match the fence. So I just added those. I feel like they look really good there. And in between, I was kind of hesitant on adding a garbage can, but I did anyways. It helps fill in the area a little bit more, so it doesn't look so like plain. So I added that. And I attempted to put a hyacinth right beside there, but there is like a weird like half space to where I can't put it right beside the chair. So I just moved it over a little bit and placed it in that corner. And now over here, and on the like top right spot, I needed to cover this up a lot more. And I didn't really know fully everything I wanted to add it over here just yet. So I was kind of thinking of what I wanted to add, because I need to cover up like this part of the sidewalk. So I ended up just filling in most of it with hedges to break up all like the colorful fences. And I feel like this was a smart idea, just so I'm not using like the colorful fence everywhere. Hedges always work, and I feel like it just makes it look a lot cleaner. So I decided to use the hedge, and I think it looks good. And now running back over here to this corner that is really empty, I just decided to add a lot of stuff to fill it in. So I added a cute little mountain bike. I feel like that just kind of goes with the theme, since it is like a playground park area. And then I added some trash bags. Don't know why, but it's clutter, and clutter makes everything look good. So I did that in a utility pole. And I feel like I filled it in this area pretty well. To cover up the blank spots some more, I just added some more like chalk pathing, just to help fill it in, because I didn't want to make this area like too clunky. I wanted to make sure you were able to walk through it with ease, and I think I accomplished that, and I was really happy with the end product. Here I am doubting myself to make sure I like everything, because I do that. And over here, I just decided if I was going to add something else, but I did, and I added another apple tree. I feel like it covers it up a lot more, and I'm happy with how it turned out. And now that I am finally done, let's go ahead and do our final walkthrough of everything. And that wraps up today's video on our first KidCore build. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's build. It definitely was different for me, but I think I did a pretty good job. You guys let me know in the comments below if you liked today's build. If you're excited for more KidCore videos, let me know. And if you are, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. I am really looking forward to see kind of where I take this from, like here, and I really hope you guys are looking forward to that too. Thank you for watching and all your nice support. I'm very thankful for every one of you, and until next time.